Hey, what's going on guys? In this video we are going to create a program using basic switch case in C programming. Now here what we are going to do is we are going to get two input of number from the user, and also we are going to ask the user to select a choice. Based on the choice, it's going to decide whether it's addition, subtraction, multiplication or division of those two numbers, and it's going to give the final result. Okay, now let's go ahead and do that. So first let's start with some variables. I'm going to introduce some integer type of variable. In the first one, I'm going to introduce a variable for choice. I name this one as ch, and a for some input, like we are going to get in two input from the user. Let's call the first one a and the second one b. And also we are going to create some equation to calculate the multiplication, division and those kind of thing. But first for addition, subtraction and multiplication, I put an integer type of variable and I'm going to call this one as c. And also we are going to introduce a variable for division. For division, sometimes it can be decimal values, right? So we are going to declare this one as a float type of variable, float, and I'm going to declare this one as d for division. Okay, now first we are going to display the choices for the user. So when the user, we are going to give the user, like we are going to give a prompt to the user. In the prompt, the user will see the choice. Based on the choice, the user is going to select. Okay, this is just the display. Prompt is going to be next. Now in the display, first let's start with \n. The first choice is addition. If the user press 1, it's going to do the addition. And the second choice is, let's say, subtraction, and the third choice is multiplication, and the fourth choice is division. So it's going to display this list on the screen, and it's going to be, each of them are going to be in the separate line, because we have put \n. So when it show in the display, it's going to be one like addition, and over that we will have subtraction. So it's going to be one line behind it, right? So it's going to be one down below. Now we are going to display the division, and then we are going to give the prompt to the user. In the prompt, we are going to say enter the two numbers. So the user is going to enter two numbers. We are going to division, or like according to the user's choice, we are going to do the operation, right? So here what we do, \n, and enter the two numbers, enter the two numbers. So when this one display, the user is going to enter two numbers. To get the input from the user, we have to give a scanf statement. Scanf, since both of them are integer, we put %d twice. %d, %d. Okay, %d is twice, and these two are going to be stored in a and b. Since a and b are integer type of variable, we have to put ampersand. Whenever we don't have array and we have variables, we always have to put the ampersand in front and put it right here, a and b, and then semicolon right here. And the next thing is, we are going to ask the user for the choice. Like we have 4 choices, the user is going to enter one of the choice. So to get the input of the choice from the user, we have to give another prompt. In this prompt, we are going to say enter the choice, enter your choice, enter your choice, and enter your choice, and we are going to get the choice input from the user. To get the input of the choice, we put a scanf statement. And the choice also an integer type of variable, so we have to put %d, and the choice is going to be stored in ch, so we put ampersand ch right here. The next thing is, we are going to create a switch statement. Switch statement is going to select the one according to the user's input. the ch value will be replaced here, and then it's going to do the switch. Now let's go ahead and write our options. In the case 1, we are going to do the addition. Case 1, we are going to do the addition. To create the addition, we are going to create an equation a plus b, because a and b are the numbers user is entering, and a plus b is going to be equivalent to c. Now after, if the user select 1, it's going to do the addition and print it as addition \n addition. It's going to print it as addition and the number %d for the integer type of variable, and this is going to be printing whatever stored in C. Okay, so we have to do the same thing, and also we have to break this one. Like for example, if the user enter 1, it's going to check 1, and if the 1 is done, it's going to break it and finish the program over there. Because if you don't put the break, it's going to print the case 2, and if the case 2 also don't have the break, it's going to keep going on. So we have to break it after it's done. Okay, so since we have 4 cases, let's copy this one and paste it 4 times. Let me expand this one. Copy and paste it 4 times. Copy, paste it one more time. 3 times actually, because 1 time we already here, and the second time we put case 2. And the second time we are going to do the subtraction, because our choice 2 is subtraction. So we put a minus b and subtraction right here. Subtraction, and that's also c. Since it's also c, given the equation as c, it doesn't matter. We can give same thing for everything, because when the user enter 2, it's not going to go to the 1. It's just directly go to the 2 and break it over here. So we don't have to worry about using the same variable. I used for the last one, for the 4th case, we had to use d, because we are using the division, and we introduced that one as a float type of variable. So we had to change this, the 4th one, into d. Other than that, we can use c for everything. It doesn't matter, like it's not going to be causing any problem. Okay, and this is subtraction, and it's also c. And then the next thing is we are going to do the multiplication, and this one should be multiplication right here. Multiplication, it's also c, but for the last one, it's d is equal to, and here we have to do the division operation. That is like this. Actually, division is opposite. Okay, like this. Division, and then this one is division. Division, and that one is going to come from d, and this is float type of variable, so we have to put f right here. Okay, and that's it. And for in case if the user enter some other number, for example, if the user enter 5 or some other number, we have to give a default statement, and also I have to change this one into 3 and change this one into 4. And if the user enter 5 or some other number than 1 to 4, it's going to give a default statement. Default, this is our keyword, and in this one we are going to give a printf statement, invalid number, if the user puts some random number like other than 1 to 4. Invalid number, \n, invalid number. It's going to print it out, invalid number, and we are going to break it right there. Okay, that's it. Now let's go ahead and run this one and see how it works. Okay, let's run this one. So here we are having the choices: addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Enter the 2 numbers. Let's say we want to do it for 40 and 20. 40 and 20. Enter your choice. Let's say we want to do the multiplication. Multiplication is case number 3. So we have to put 3 right here to do the multiplication. 3, it's doing the multiplication. 40 times 20, 800. So if the user enters some random, for example, something other than 4, like for example 6, it's going to say invalid. First we are getting there 2 numbers to do the operation. So let's say 6 and 8. So enter your choice. In this choice, I'm going to, if the user enter a choice other than 1 to 4, it's going to print invalid number. Let's say 8, invalid number. And that's how the switch statement work. This is an example for basic switch case in C programming. I hope you guys find this video helpful, and if you are trying to access these codes, it's in my blogger. I put the link of my blogger in the description, so you can go ahead and access them. And also, if you are trying to learn C or C++ programming, there are a bunch of videos in my playlist. I hope you guys watch that too, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.